Hello there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot, and we are having a look at your June 2024 energies coming in for you guys. This is a general reading, an overview. If you are looking specifically for money, career, or if you are single and looking for love, I already have those readings out for you guys, and I'll leave the links to the playlists down below. But let's get into June and see what we've got coming out here for you guys. We are going to start out at the very beginning of June. First week of June, just so you know, is probably going to be about the best astrology energy-wise as we go along. And then things, of course, as normal months go, they go a little bit up and down from there. But June 2nd, we've got a Jupiter in Gemini, trining Pluto in Aquarius. So this can be a really powerful energy and really positive time for you to spread your wings and fly, for you to thrive in whatever it is you're doing, to get clarity, insight, and maybe make some decisions. This is an awesome energy to help you try and find your personal power, take back control over anything or anyone that is trying to overpower you, and really just make some really positive changes or some decisions or moves for the better for yourself. On the 3rd, Mercury enters the sign of Gemini. Mercury is at home in the sign of Gemini. It is the ruler. So in this energy, quick-paced energy, right? We've been in Earth energy for a while, and while Taurus season carried more abundance and positivity and promise than we had in Aries season, which was very fiery and very rocky, right? Things are settling down just a little bit. But Gemini energy is fast, right? It's all about your big ideas, your thoughts, things you want to put into motion. And it can be a very powerful energy to really get a clear vision, a clear sight of what you want to achieve and your whatever general goals and dreams you've got in mind. If your dream is to go on a vacation, you've got a clear path and clear insight on how to get there, right? What money do you need to save? What destination do you want to go to, right? What do you need to do to be able to get yourself there? So that stands for anything in your life right now. So we can turn our big ideas into motion. You might also find yourself being a little bit more curious, more social, more chatty, and you may have some options when we have Mercury and Gemini energy, right? Because Gemini is the twins, it's duality, and it can be multiples of things. This can be wonderful. We have June 6th, a new moon in the sign of Gemini. I told you the front week of Gemini season, or the front week of June, I should say, is really jam-packed with some big bursts of energy. But the new moon in Gemini is one for the books. You're not going to want to miss that energy, okay? It is very exciting. It's fast-paced. And, of course, new moons is about a new perspective, new ideas, trying new things, new outlook on life, new anything. But it is also about setting intentions. And this is a speedier energy. When we set our intentions, things may come to fruition quite a bit faster than that. June 21st, we got a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. Full moon's, of course, a completion of a cycle, and look back 6 months ago to the new moon in Capricorn. Where were you? What were you doing? What were you trying? What were your intentions and goals? And you can reflect and see how far you've come, and do you need to still tweak anything or work on anything? This will highlight that for you. This can be something coming to fruition for you, or of course, full moons is where we can cleanse and purge and get things out of our life. We will have a Saturn retrograde in your sign on June 29th. And so this is where things might slow down a little bit for you, okay, or you might revisit something, okay. You could also be doing some work with your subconscious or your spiritual self, so you could potentially have something that comes out of the dark, or maybe you are coming out of the dark with something. You might have a secret that you are revealing. We have Crystal Cave bringing in the energy of trust for you guys, all right? So trust yourself, trust your decisions, trust your intuition. And that is the number one theme. Trust the universe, right? When we do all of that, that's when the magic really happens. It's when we doubt and when we start to go down the negative pathway that things tend to get stagnant and stuck. So we've got to be open, we've got to be in the flow, we've got to be willing to take action or make changes, but ultimately we need to trust in what we're doing and what we're feeling and thinking and where we're guided to go, right? So especially if you're not seeing red flags, and because we are led down into the path unknown. This can also be a month where you're potentially on a healing journey. Okay, maybe there's been something around you that you haven't been able to trust, or there was trust and now it's broken. So this is where you are maybe trying to get yourself back on track and learn how to trust again, right? Saturn going retrograde in your sign, right? This can be about that because Saturn likes to teach us those life lessons. So this can be where you're, kind of reflecting on things that have happened and maybe understanding that, this one situation doesn't necessarily dictate how everything is going to be. But whatever your situation is, trust is a key factor for you guys in your month ahead. We have Foggy Bog, and this bringing in some patience. Now, that shows that there's something forming, right? Just like a foggy morning in October, November, right? Whenever autumn happens to hit for you, right? We've got the fog in the morning. We've got this stork, right? The stork, or it could be a heron, but whichever one that it is, it can represent some change, right? It can represent a delivery, something coming in for us. But because we've got the fog there and we've got the sun trying to peek through, it's just not quite there yet, right? This shows that there could be something that does require a little bit of patience, trust, right? Trust and patience, they can sometimes go hand in hand, especially when we are wanting change, or we're trying to find that new thing, or we're trying to find our way forward to something that we want, our goals, dreams, desires. Patience is sometimes very much necessary. And of course, patience is a virtue. So this can be where you are just waiting for something and you can kind of put a finger on it. Maybe you've got that little bit of a vision, right? But it is shrouded in fog at the moment. All right. So trust in your journey. This can also be where right now, maybe there's something that you're not sure of, right? It's like you're confused, or it's like a little bit cloudy in that energy. And so in this, you might need to work through something. You might need to ask some questions. You might need to do a little bit of research in order for you to part the fog and to find that clarity and to find that path forward, whatever that looks like to you. We have the power of purpose. Ooh, thank you. The Royal You, love that card. And we have the Roots of Abundance. Look at that. Something taking shape for you, so you may or may not have something coming to fruition in your month ahead. But the Roots of Abundance shows that there is something growing, something blossoming. You've planted the root, you've planted the seed, right? And now we just need the patience and trust to watch it grow and allow it the room to grow, allow it the space to grow and come to fruition for you. We do have the power of purpose coming in here for you. And this card number 18 relates back to the moon card a little bit. And so this can be where something is revealed, but the moon card, of course, with that being your energy, that actually does relate back to your subconscious. So something hidden within you, working through your feelings. This can be where you're getting ready to let something go, right? And with your power of purpose energy, this is restoring your personal power, or asking you to look at your world. Where do you feel powerless? Where do you need to take back control? Is it a person? Is it a memory? Is it doubt? Is it impatience? Is it mistrust? Whatever it happens to be, there's something that may have a hold over you and have power over you in some way. So this is reminding you to work through those energies and get your mojo back, take your power back, take control back, right? And when we talk about these things, it's not in an egotistical way or a negative way, right? You don't want to take your power back by, putting down your thumb on another person or something, right? It's just empower, right? It's like, I am powerful, I am strong, I can make change, I can make decisions, I trust myself, all of these things, right? But this is also about having, when we know what we want, but also why, and we're authentic and truthful with ourselves, we put power to our purpose, right? It's like, I'm going to do this thing. It doesn't matter what your reasons why are, just that you have a reason and you know why you want something, right? And it really does create a lot more powerful intentions, and it can really help bring something to fruition, right? Because you're standing in the path of authenticity, you're being honest, and it's this deep sense of knowing, right? And it's like, oh yeah, I want $1,000. Well, why? I don't know. I just want it. Okay. But where's the desire, right? Where's that energy that goes with that, right? Or I want $1,000. Oh, okay. Why? Because I really want a vacation. I need a break. I want to connect with my energy. I want to go here. And you got whatever your reasons are, you got the feelings behind it. So put that power to your purpose. We do have the royal you, and this is all about your personal sovereignty and knowing who you are. So this is a wonderful energy of reminding you that you deserve the best, that you deserve everything good that life has to offer. You deserve abundance and prosperity and love and happiness and joy and all of this mixed bag of stuff. I mean, if someone was to give you a gift basket, you know how when someone gives you a gift basket, you always pick through, and there's always a few things that you're like, I don't want that, right? But there's some great things too. This is about really loving everything that you have, right? Loving everything that you are, right? And being authentic with yourself and being confident in yourself, right? We all have things we don't like about ourselves. We have the power to change it. We all have things that we don't like that we've done. We have the power of forgiveness and release and letting go. And we have the power of learning lessons from those things. So believe in your personal power. Take control. Own every decision that you make, whether that's a great decision or whether, maybe it was a bad decision. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? Own it. Okay? Own it. You can do a little bit different next time. All right? But this royal you, this sovereign power, this sovereign energy, this is what's activated for you. So believe in yourself and be confident in the roots of abundance that you have planted. This does show that there's something taking shape for you, something taking root for you, and something that you really do want, something that you really desire. And you see this energy, it's lining you up to receive that. But we need to be ready to receive something, right? So there's no point us, say, winning the lottery or something like that if we're not ready to take the responsibility of, that money, right? We can blow it really quickly, right? I mean, hey, if someone handed you $1 million, it doesn't go as far these days, right? So you could potentially, if you're not ready for the responsibility of having that money, right, you could potentially squander it very fast, and then you're right back to square one, right? And then we really will be filled with regret, right? So this is preparing you for the responsibility of receiving what you have manifested in your life. But trust that something is taking shape for you, something is taking form, may require a little bit of patience, okay? Trust in the process, all right? Don't go down a rabbit hole of negativity. If you find yourself doing that, okay, then it's important to come back, bring your energy, bring your thoughts, bring your feelings back to center, work through them, and replace them with more positive ones, right? It's always important. And of course, abundance can mean anything. This can mean love. It can mean money. It can be opportunity. It can be inspiration, right? Whatever abundance means to you, it's a lot of something, right? So you are filled with abundance, whatever that looks like to you. We have the 5 of Scrolls, diversity. Card number 6, we've got the Divine Physician, love that. And we have the 1 of Scrolls, on track. Would you look at that one there? That's awesome. The 5 of Scrolls, diversity. Remember, diversify your interests, okay? Look in other places other than right in front of you. It's always very important to do that, right? It's kind of like the path of alternate possibilities. Yes, there are certain particular things that we want, right? But then we do also need to open ourselves up to something a little bit different, because quite often what happens is, when opportunity comes knocking, opportunity doesn't always look like what we'd envisioned, because ultimately we get what we need, right? Which may look a little bit different than what we thought that we wanted, but ultimately it can turn out to be a lot better or a lot more interesting or a lot more enlightening or a lot more exciting, right? So in the diversity energy, this is about spreading your wings. This is about expanding your horizons. And this can also represent that, maybe there's more than one thing that you want to do. We quite often do sometimes put all of our eggs in one basket. But why, right? Why put all of your eggs in one basket? I mean, of course, it depends what you're doing, right? But we can split up our time or our energy or our goals, right? And we don't just have to focus on the one thing. So spread your wings, expand your horizons, and diversify your interests. Diversify, especially with money, right? And some of the, some people that have like a lot of money, a steady flow of income, if you will, they have their money in multiple places. They don't just park it in one spot. So in that respect, I mean, you don't have to have a lot of money to do it either. You can just have a little bit, right? But maybe you just buy like a few stocks or something if you feel like dabbling in the stock market, or maybe you have something in a savings account over here, but then you have a different kind of savings account over here. And it can be that, accumulatively, right, those things, they keep working for you, right, rather than you working so hard for your money. So this can be diversify your interests in some way, right, but always spreading your wings and looking for alternate possibilities and recognizing that there's more than one possibility. And as we said, for June, you may have options in June, right? Gemini, duality, choices, multiples of things. And this is where diversity comes in for you guys as well. We do have the divine physician bringing you healing, a beautiful golden healing light, restoring your power, restoring your confidence, restoring your heart chakra, right? Your heart. It's like, oh, my heart's been broken and now here's this healing energy. So this is absolutely beautiful energy coming in here for you. Get ready to receive it. Be open to it. Okay. And so whatever it is that you've got going on, whatever it is that you're holding on to, this is a big release of energy. Now, the divine physician can also show that you may be seeing a practitioner of some kind this month. Okay, and this can be a doctor, it can be a dentist, it can be something spiritual. It can be like maybe you've had a knot in your back or something, or a knot in your neck, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm tired of having this headache and I can barely turn my neck. Well, it's time for you to maybe in this energy go and see a practitioner of some kind, of chiropractor, a massage therapist, a physiotherapist, whatever that happens to be. Acupuncture can also be in the cards for you there. But with the Royal You card, right, and taking responsibility, this is saying that you have the power and you are responsible for you. You're not responsible for healing or fixing other people. You're responsible for you. So in some way, you may need to take charge of your own situation and stay in your own lane, right? Yes, we can always help other people. We can always be there for other people, right? But we do need to take care of our own energy. We need to take care of our physical self, our emotional self, our mental well-being, our spiritual self, right? So wellness of you is very important here for you guys, all right? But I think some of you are also potentially awakening to some very powerful gifts that have been bestowed upon you with the divine physician. You are a healer of some kind. Now, maybe you're just a really good listener and people tend to tell you things. And it's not that you can solve their problems. It's just that you're easy to talk to, easy to open up to. And maybe on some level you can offer a little bit of insight. But maybe sometimes people just want to open up and you are like, how should we say, you're not a danger, like you're trustworthy. Hey, there we go. There's your trust energy, right? And it's like they just feel they can open up. So if you've ever felt like you're a bartender, right, like where everyone tells you your woes, right, there could be a reason for that. All right. A lot of you are empaths. A lot of you are very spiritual. A lot of you have a lot of gifts that other people don't necessarily possess. And so this is your time to tap into those. And so you could be on a healing path to help other people in some way. You could be potentially looking at a career change, or maybe to do something on the side. So if you do energy work, maybe you want to be a Reiki practitioner. If you are inclined, maybe you want to take some courses like for massage therapy or something like that, right? But we can heal and come in with this energy in a lot of different ways, right? Maybe you are really that good listener and you are a very empathetic soul And maybe your path might be a counselor of some kind, a guidance counselor, a career counselor, something with children, right? Get them while they're young, show them the right ways when they're young. But, but anything along those lines, right, can really be part of your calling and part of your purpose. But we also have on track with the One of Scrolls. This shows a platform with a train. The train's about to go. We've got some directional signs there. And this shows that whatever you've got going on, whatever you want to start, or whatever you've already planted the seeds for, trust. Everything is on track. You are exactly where you're meant to be. That train ain't leaving without you, right? So once we've got a good sense of direction, boom, now we know where to go. We're open to, this train pulling into the station, right? And, we can watch for those signs and we can take advantage of opportunities that are coming in for us. So you are very much on your way. So this is a wonderful energy and a wonderful reminder, very much in alignment with trust. We have the Empress card here for you. Lovely. And we've got the Ace of Cups. What a beautiful combination there. We've got the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Replace anxiety and confusion with clarity. Got the Ten of Wands in reverse. And we've got the Knight of Swords there as well. At the very bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Cups. Would you look at that? Okay. The Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck can show that there's some underlying influence of I want what I want. And I'm trusting that I'm going to get what I want. I know that my wishes and my dreams and my goals are attainable and that they are going to come true. Because the Nine of Cups is about getting what I want. Feeling happy, feeling content, feeling joyful, feeling like I'm at the top of my game. Knowing that something is right around the corner that's about to blossom into your life, knowing that you are about to blossom in some way. So it's a wonderful energy. At the bottom of the deck, not only is this an underlying influence, it can also represent a surprise. So some of you may get something that's a little bit surprising that you didn't quite expect in the month ahead. For others of you, this shows that your wishes and goals are on the horizon. They're coming in. They're just not quite here yet. All right, and we already talked about that a little bit with the Foggy Bog and also with your abundance card there, right? So trust in your journey, okay, but be ready for action though. All right, now we do have the Empress card coming out here with the Ace of Cups. Now this is really beautiful. For one, this can indicate pregnancy of some kind. So if you have, because we've got fertility, the Empress is pregnant, right? And of course, Ace of Cups. I mean, hello, right? So you could be either planning a family. Maybe this is your intentions for the future. You might feel as well like your biological clock is ticking at some point, right? And if that's the case, then this can be a main priority for you to try and start a family, or to get cracking and get everything aligned the way you want it so that you can be set up for love and for babies and all that kind of stuff. The Empress card with the Ace of Cups can certainly show there's a surprise somewhere along the way. The Ace is new beginnings, fresh start. The Ace of Cups brings in peace, brings in harmony, forgiveness, but also brings in a lot of love and happiness and joy, right? So something new or something improving that fills your heart with joy in some way. It can be a person, it can be love, it can be a baby, it can be a new opportunity, it can be a creative endeavor, and it can just be you. But the Empress does bring in love, brings in beauty, brings in abundance into your life. It's a time of fertility and growth for you. For some of you, this is a time of harvest. You're getting what you want, or you feel like you're on the right track, right? It's all those little small wins that you may have, right? So you could be having certain elements of success through your month and celebrating those milestones every step along the way, right? And that's that Gemini energy that's coming in. That Mercury entering Gemini, right? Having that big idea, but breaking it into smaller short-term goals so that you can have more wins. You can have more milestones, right? What does this do? Builds your confidence. makes you feel good, gives you more things to celebrate, right? Who doesn't want that? So that's what you could be doing in that energy. But the Empress card does bring this burst of creativity. It is the backbone, the basis of manifestation. Without creation, we can't have manifestation. And this shows you're creating new things, new opportunities. You're maybe feeling extra creative in the month ahead. So maybe you're going to redecorate your house, buy new furniture, put a lick of paint on the walls. If money is tight, right, maybe you're just going to do something like declutter and rearrange your living room or your bedroom and give it a fresh appearance, and it didn't cost you a dime, right? So this is all these things that we can do. But the aces are quite often a result of manifestation and are gifts from the universe. So they're planting the seed of potential, the seed of abundance, the seed of happiness, joy, the seed of the start of projects, right? And this is where we need to allow them to grow. And the Empress card does show growth. But we do have, with the divine physician, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the Nine of Swords, being worried, anxious, scared. This is about getting all wrapped up in your head, right? Feeling muddled or cloudy, right? Feeling uncertain about things, right? With the Ace of Swords there, though, we are cutting away the fog. We are cutting away the confusion. We are cutting away the doubt, the anxiety, the worries, and we are replacing it with something new, a new perspective, a new outlook on life. We're getting clarity. We're getting insights, and ultimately we're also getting healing with this as well. We're turning a frown upside down. We're turning a negative thought into a positive thought with that Ace of Swords. This is where we do have our big ideas. This is where we are getting clarity, where we have that big aha light bulb moment, right? This also does show, instead of talking ourselves out of something, we talk ourselves into something a little bit more positively, because that Nine of Swords is quite often where we do get all up in our head, right? What do we need to do? Get out of our head into our heart, right? We need to look at something in the light of day rather than in the middle of the night where we're tossing and turning, right? And I do quite often use the example of, let's say you live in a creaky house, or maybe even it's not a creaky house, right? But houses settle, right? We get noises outside. If you're in an apartment building, you get the odd noise in your hallway, this kind of thing. And in the day, none of these noises or bumps or creaks or anything like that, nothing, you don't think anything of it. You probably don't even notice most of them. But at night, all of those little noises that are not even bothering you in the day, they're amplified at night because it's quiet, it's calm, it's dark, right? And humans naturally are afraid of the dark, right? Our instinctual energy is to be a little bit afraid of the dark. So if you hear that creak coming from your living room when you're lying in bed and it's midnight, right? Those noises are amplified, but it could be the same kind of noise you've heard a million times in the day. So this is that reminder. Get out of your head in the middle of the night. This isn't where we solve problems, tossing and turning, lying there, thinking the worst of things. It's not where we solve things. It's in the light of day where we can see the truth. We can gain clarity. We can chase the shadows away in the day, right? This is where we resolve things, and this is where we need to get things out in the open. This can represent that there could be some shadowy energy at work for you in the month ahead as well. Something in the shadows, in the darkness, right, is coming to light for you. And with the Ace of Swords, the sword is a very powerful tool to help us cut away things that are keeping us stuck, to help us cut away things that we're holding on to that are not serving any good purpose whatsoever anymore, other than to keep us stuck, right? So this can help you on your path to healing by detaching from anything that's preventing you from believing in yourself, right? The royal you, right? You are a queen, you are a king, you are a prince, you are a princess, right? Whatever it is that you want to be, we need you to stand in your personal power, right? And so we're cutting away things that are preventing you from doing that in that energy. And this could come, just out of the blue, or it can be something that you are working on or that you recognize. We've got the Ten of Wands in reverse and with the Knight of Swords, and this is on track. Okay, so with that Ten of Wands energy there, this can be where you are very much done with a situation. You're ready for change. You're ready to move forward. You're ready for things to get better. Okay, you are ready to, in some cases, for you guys, turn your world upside down and take some action to release yourself from things that are causing you stress and burdens, and you're ready for a better life in some way. All right. So something that you've been holding on to, right? This can be where you let something go. This can also be where you are making some positive change, but you're not necessarily starting something new. It can be that you are just making some very important moves to turn your world around for the better. Put up some boundaries, say no every once in a while, because the Ten of Wands in the upright, we quite often carry a lot of stress and a lot of burdens, and it's sometimes because we always say yes when we should be saying no. We take on extra responsibility, and even though we're capable of doing that, right, we do need to say no once in a while. So the Knight of Swords here can be you taking back your personal sovereignty, taking back your personal your personal ability there to say no every once in a while. But I also do see here that you may have been feeling as though things have been stuck and stagnant, because normally the Ten of Wands in the upright, even though it is a very challenging energy, often we're tired, drained, stressed, all that kind of stuff, we are still continuously moving forward. Okay, and so in the reverse, this can be like, I am so stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going. Nothing's happening for me, right? And with that Knight of Swords coming in, this is like, nope, pitter patter, let's get at her. Pull up your socks, let's go, because that train is pulling into the station. You are on track. You're exactly where you're meant to be, even if you don't feel that way, right? Even though you might feel as though you're walking through quicksand. Okay, and if it wasn't for the feeling of sinking, you'd be thinking that you're gone nowhere. All right, so keep that open heart, keep that open mind, but be ready for action. The Knight of Swords does bring in some action, can quite often be a messenger of some kind, bringing us news, bringing us opportunity, but it's something that we need to act upon, right? The Knight of Swords is all about action. All the knights are always on a quest, but the Knight of Swords is especially quick air sign energy, right? We're in Gemini season for the majority of June. So this is the time to put your ideas into motion, right? This does indicate motion here in this. So take action, take charge, get clear what you want. For some of you, you're about to receive some good news. And others of you, it's just about putting one foot in front of the other and believing in yourself in some way. But with two aces coming in here, you guys could have a little bit of luck in your month ahead as well. So don't discount that. And there could be multiple new beginnings here for you as well, right? New friends, new romantic interests, new creative projects, new ideas, new perspective, new conversations, talking to new people, right? But yeah, you could have multiple opportunities or doors opening for you in some way, whether big or small, in the month ahead. There's your next card. Meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of the soul. It is spiritual communion with your true self and all creation. You may think that there are far more important issues to attend to at this time, but meditation would help you greatly. If it could have a positive influence on every area of your life, including your career and relationships, right? We do need to sometimes find that quiet space to connect with our energy, to help us release, to help us to let go of things, right? To help us really connect with our energy, and maybe even we get some insights. There's your next card. You are a living work of art, a most sacred and eternal being, a multidimensional field of energy with no beginning or end. You are a floating island of consciousness swimming within a cosmic sea of love. Live the dream, dare to be extraordinary. And we're going to put that right on the royal you. All right, wear your crown proudly. And we've got a message for you on your path to attracting things to your life, the law of attraction and manifestation. Gratitude is riches. The daily practice of gratitude is one of the conduits by which your wealth will come to you. Yes, it will. Spending a few minutes a day in the energy of gratitude, number one, shifts our energy into something more positive. But also, the more that we express gratitude, the more things we get to be grateful for. An abundance of things, if you will. So just keep that in mind. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you guys have a wonderful month ahead. If there was something here for you, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I truly appreciate it. It lets me know you resonate in some way, whether it's small or big, and also lets the algorithm know you like the videos, so it will show it to more people. Interaction with you on videos is how they get seen, not just from me, but also from any other content creator you watch. If you do enjoy my content, you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button there as well, and drop a heart in the comment section down below. I'll heart you back. Don't be afraid to say hi as well. Where are you watching from? I do look and I do respond. But I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous month, and I'll see you later. Bye.